Hey everybody, welcome back to Once Upon a Game, the story game show where we do one shots, and we're playing Hot Guys Making Out by Ben Lehman. So, um, let's just jump right back in, shall we?
I approve.
Yep. So it was my scene. Um, so Maria was kicked out with Olivier, with from the scene from dinner. Uh, Gonsalvo, the ward of Honore, and Honore were having some sort of intimate talk, or a little bit, and I think I'm going to play another ace. And so a second one means now the threat is clearly apparent and can be directly menaced and can directly menace one character. So the threat here is Maria's jealous of Gonsalvo, and I'm playing Maria. So I think what happens from this is I think I mentioned to Olivier saying something like, I'm not. Honore is acting very strange now with our new guest. Um, I tell you what, I'm going to stay down here, and she's talking to Olivier. Um, I'm gonna stay down here and take care of dinner. How about you go put away our guests' clothes and everything, and unpack their belongings? Um, Basically rummaging through your stuff. Um, but in a nice way, in like a I put it away for you kind of way, right?
Yeah,
Um, so that's how she's gonna get at you.
All right. Do you want to
And
say
we
the
see
lines
we
of
see how we see
the this?
Olivier just kind of like nod and start going up the stairs in a little like cut scene of the novel.
All right.
totally. Okay, so I have to play a card. Let's play a queen. Um, I think with Honore's, I want to say like assistance, guidance, um, condolences,
Mm-hmm.
like him being consoled by Honore. He's he's like purged the tears from his eyes and um, sort of cleaned himself up, and he he wishes he could be stronger, and I think he's kind of looking after Honore as like who he aspires to be. That's my part.
Oh, yeah.
There's more of a role model-y thing going on now.
Yeah, so that's just like your internal like, wow, I think this guy could be. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Well, the only card I can play is another ace.
Oh.
Ooh,
Oops. So the threat escalates.
The threat is openly hostile and may harm one character and menace all
Damn.
characters.
All right.
So what do I do?
Um.
Do I confront you two?
I kind of just want to leave it hanging
Sure. Sure.
where like Maria was already kind of jealous, and then she comes back into the kitchen after a while. She's decided they've been in there long enough by themselves,
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
see Honore with his hand on Gonsalvo's shoulder, and they're sitting really close,
Yeah.
and maybe he's handing him a napkin to wipe away some more tears or something.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and then just being really close, and Maria comes in, uh, and Like it's jarring to her, and I don't know if she wants to be like hostile about this. I think you can decide it a bit.
Um, I'm not hostile. I'm not used to not getting the attention,
Oh,
right?
right.
Um, I think what I do is I instead of hitting the point right on the nose, I think what I would do is like, oh, I'm sorry, it's just that I thought I left the oven on or something like that, right?
Just like rudely interrupting
Yeah,
our
exactly, right. And then
intimate moment.
yeah, exactly. Like, oh
It's
no, that's
awesome.
okay. Oh dear, look at this mess that's just piling up in here. I really need to take care of it.
All right. So I think what Honore does during that is like nonchalantly like kind of wave to her of like, yeah, yeah, do whatever you want,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like do
sure.
your thing.
I basically am behaving like a cat, right? A cat who's hungry. Like,
Oh
oh,
yeah,
don't
yeah,
mind me. I'm just gonna just go be annoying.
yeah. Like banging all the pots.
Right? Like, yeah, like I'm just gonna make some noises and like have the water running and stuff, and like as I like start scrubbing the pans and maybe humming to myself, right? Like, oh, don't what do you want? I'm just cleaning. I don't know what's the
That's so
big
good.
deal, right?
So good. All right. But that's it for me. Like he's like super dismissive about Maria. It's like, just like go away already. Like finish your things. We're having a moment here.
I think Gonsalvo, he's starting to realize what Maria is up to with all of this.
It's
It's pretty fair. I'm not being very concealed with my intentions.
Yeah, Honore is probably just like, oh, Maria, come on. And I'm like, what's she doing? What's your agenda here? What's going on?
Nothing. I'm just cleaning. I clearly with more going on. Um,
Yeah,
but I don't know. I don't know if Gonzalvo would press that button further.
yeah, I wouldn't. No,
Um,
absolutely not.
I think I would like diffuse the situation a little bit, being like, tomorrow's supposed to be a very nice day, outside. Perhaps perhaps a really good day for riding. Maybe Gonzalvo. Have you ever ridden a horse before?
I have once.
Oh, excellent. Then we'll give you Shadowfax, the mare. Um, like the maybe Honore realizes that what I'm signaling is like I'm giving you a dangerous mount, like probably
Yeah,
more than what you could handle.
yeah,
Like perhaps like our newest horse.
yeah. You're
That
not giving them the horse that you let your kids ride.
Yeah, and not like baby's first horse, right? We're giving you
Mhm.
like not giving you the Camaro, but
Yeah,
we're
as a
giving
person
you
who has cousins who own a farm,
yeah.
you know that there's like the horses you let your kids ride, and then there's the horses that like
Exactly, right? Like yeah.
yeah,
Then there's like the double black diamond horse, and I'm throwing you on
yeah,
the double black diamond horse,
uh-huh.
and I give you a chance for Honore to object if he wants.
yeah. I think Honore will be like, you know, um, maybe old Manuel will be more his speed. When it's like this just like old horse that's like super
Yeah,
chill.
I mean you just heard Gonzalvo. He's a good rider apparently.
No, I've only ridden a horse once.
Oh, just once. Oh,
So then it's decided.
yeah,
You're right, old Manuel.
yeah. It's a donkey. It's a
It could be a
burro.
donkey.
I probably mentioned something like, uh, Honore and his parents have been raising horses their entire lives. They're they're quite skilled riders. I don't want to pressure you. It is only your first day, but you have quite the legacy to fulfill. living in this house. Like, no pressure. No pressure that I'm suggesting you do like something that's entirely traditional about the family and that you probably will fail at, right? No pressure. Very much thinking that, like, I know, but I'm just trying to think of a way that sounds nice, but in a way that makes you look bad.
Yeah. Like, I know. Like, you're trying to be
I'm like
nice
Cersei
about it, but it's
Lannister.
like daggers behind the back.
Yeah.
Like, sticking them in. I love it.
So that's why I'm telegraphing what I'm thinking.
Maria and just leave the kitchen.
Sure.
I mean, I can't play anything anymore, so I'm gonna like pass.
Yeah,
I think
I would
we're
pass as well.
toward the end of the scene.
Yeah, I think so
Anyway.
too. I'll grab the aces.
Unless someone wants to like still play something, but I don't want to decide for everyone.
So I have an ace in my hand. Do I still have to play it?
Oh, yes, you do actually.
Okay, then I shall play it.
Oh jeez. No.
So I think on my way out, I'm saying where Maria can hear.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be returning to my room if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh jeez.
So then that's fine, because that sets the danger level of these horses, and sort of the risk that can befall us on these horses here. Assuming we're doing the horse stuff for the next scene, or maybe beforehand and all, but
Yeah, for sure.
So I also wanted to quickly reiterate how to remove threat. So you can remove, like, it basically says that you can remove threat whenever whenever Gonsalvo or Honore do like a special action that warrants it. Is basically what the book says. So it's kind of like whatever you make, whatever works.
Yeah.
Leave aces on the table between scenes. Both moments of passion. So that's Honore and Olivier's. Jacks and kings can remove threat. They allow you to de-escalate.
Mm.
Moving forward. So, okay.
We fight evil with love, as is always the correct way.
Yes. Cool. So I'm throwing my cards out of my hand so I can grab the 4 aces. Consalvo, take your card out of your hand.
Sure.
Throw it on the ground.
Boop.
So I'm going to recall all the cards on the table. I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to throw my cards back on the table. Then deal everybody 5 cards. I really like this game.
I do too.
I just deal myself like a selfish jerk. Wow, I'm too much like my character. There we go.
Oh, what?
Move. I mean, I shuffled it. I right-clicked that shit and said shuffle.
I got
I know.
shit cards.
Yeah, me too. Okay.
All right.
Mine's not the best either.
Let me just
Not
flip these
terrible,
over. Forgive me, my nose is a little runny. But I hope I'm not getting sick. There we go. The 4 aces are set up. Gonsalvo, you have the floor, my friend.
Okay. Tossing down a 2 to a spades. So we go straight to the horse scene, right?
Sure.
It's like
Your
next
call,
day,
man.
And
Sure. Are we like in the stables? Or are we on our horses? Or
I think we're just outside the stables.
Okay.
Like the horses have already been taken out, but
okay.
We get sun and like wet ground and stuff like that, and kind of have that smell of mud in the air because it's kind of like very close to after it's been raining. But
Yeah, it's that after dewy,
Yeah.
air smell. That
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
live in Seattle. I know exactly what it smells like after it rains.
Yeah, exactly. Totally. I think it's Gonsalvo is he hasn't like he hasn't calmed down from the horse things that Maria was talking about, and I think he also had he was dwelling on it right before he was sleeping the night before, so we get the flashback to that. And
Okay.
like we're flashing back to nightmares he was having of writing, oh, what's the name again? It's probably in chat. Shadowfax?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I just said Shadowfax. That's the only horse name that I know.
Okay.
But you can.
I don't have any better ideas.
Javier.
Yeah, that's another good one. But to Gonsalvo, actually, it's probably just like he
Garbanzo.
gets thrown off by a black horse. And
Gonsalvo does?
yeah.
When you try to mount him?
Yeah.
Okay.
And in a way that's not like, that's sort of unlike dreams usually are. He feels like the pain feels very real to him. It doesn't just feel like a lot of pressure like dreams normally feel like. He feels like his life's normally like in a massive amount of danger, actually.
How does this pain materialize? Is it like his legs or his back or head?
Back, totally.
Okay. Like he got thrown off the horse and like fell on his back. Okay. Sure.
And like his like right here, like side of the knee got pounded by like the back of by like one of the horse's back legs as it ran off. So that's what he's kind of coping with right now as he's looking at the horse, trying to like tell himself that it's not real, but that's still in his head. That's my card.
All right. Gonna play a heart. Which for me, like normally Honore is very action focused.
Yes.
But with hearts, I can express my feelings and emotions. So maybe like Honore is like preparing his own horse, and like he's on it. Like everyone is like so kind of dilly-dallying, but he's like, you know, it takes him a minute to get like the saddle on and like everything ready and be on the horse and ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
He's wearing like these high leather boots, and he's wearing like a real like proper coat, which is kind of like maybe uniform-y looking.
Oh yeah, sure.
But totally not like official uniform. It just looks
I mean, riding outfits would almost universally resemble like a cavalry uniform, right?
Yeah.
Like they just have you wear a very like trim coat and you have like, you know, pants and yeah, like you would absolutely look like an officer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
distinguished gentleman on Saddleback.
And he looks over and there's like Gonsalvo looking like kind of nervous, like standing next to a horse or something, and he also Honore also like thinks back to, and we see like in like, you know, in sepia or something, the camera all of a sudden like a panel, and we see like Honore is younger, but there's a man who looks like Gonsalvo but older than Gonsalvo, kind of in a like really similar scene. And that's what Honor is thinking of.
Yeah, I'm into that a lot.
I don't think Maria's with you guys. I think this would be Olivier.
Good.
That's fine.
That bitch.
I think Olivier would be since he's a very like burly but reserved man. He's probably older than Honore. Maybe pushing late 40s.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I think we see. I think why maybe like why we're at the stable or something. I think we see Olivier like proudly ride around on horse, like over to where Honore and Gonsalvo are, like already like on his horse, ready to go. He looks very very like calm and natural on his saddle. And
Very confident.
Yeah, exactly. Very confident. I think he just remarks that it's an auspicious day to tour the grounds today. The weather hasn't been this clear, and since this, for a few months. The sky would be so clear we could see Castile, or like we could see like a town in the distance, right? Like like a rare sight.
Ooh, I'm into it.
That's it. Just a short little thing. That's all I wanted to say.
I like it too. Okay, let's open up my pack of cards.
Your Pokemon cards.
Rare. Epic. Okay. What's Gonsalvo thinking? I think by this point, if he did it by himself or not, he's probably gotten up on the horse. He got the gentler horse ride, old Manuel. Okay, good.
Do you want it to be a donkey instead? Because it could be a donkey. It's up to you.
I could go either way with that, actually. I have no preference on that.
Let's just make it a donkey. So we're going full donkey.
Cute. Yeah, I like the symbolism in that as well. Because donkeys, Jesus, horses go out to war, that sort of thing.
Yep.
Donkeys being more innocent and things like that.
I like that.
Yeah. Not something I thought of right away, but
no. I mean, I'm more of I guess I'm like a Marxist historian, so the first thing I thought of was you riding a donkey was a symbol of you not actually being a noble, right? Of you being of a humble origin. That's I always think of things in terms of class because I'm an elitist jerk. I'm bourgeois. But
I can go both ways on that sort of stuff. So he gets up on the donkey, and the donkey is like just fine. Like it's probably like a little bit lower to the ground, so he's like not quite as nervous about the.
How's this compared to your dream
thing? It's much different, which is good for him.
Okay.
Because it's two different kinds of animals. This is like this gray neighing donkey, and like I imagine like this is the sweetest donkey in the world. Like it. What kind of sound do donkeys make? Donkeys.
Haw. Haw. Like haw.
Yeah.
Right. They haw. I think is what it is.
Oh, okay. Well, this donkey.
It's not moo. I don't.
Yeah. Haws when you like run away from it. So like every time Honore goes back in the house, he's got to deal with leaving old Manuel behind out in the stables or something like that.
This might actually be historically true. This might be weird, but I'm pretty sure that actually it was normal for stables to keep a donkey around, because like apparently it's like sometimes horses when they see a donkey they chill out. They don't want to like be weird.
Uh-huh.
It's something about like they're like a buzzkill, and everybody just kind of, and like horses, instead of like being all sassy pants, they're just like, oh, okay, all right, we'll just do what we want to do because there's
It's
a
this
donkey
kind
there.
of party.
Yeah,
'Cause
exactly. Yeah,
the
right.
slow-mo guy is
Right.
here.
Yeah. It's something like I think it's either that or like for rearing or training or something. Oh, donkeys bray. Thank you,
Yeah, I
Serial
saw that
Comma.
too.
Oh, I didn't know that. Today I learned. So yeah, so I think it's totally normal to have like an older donkey around that's like was been around as like the break a horse in, like, this is how you behave, this is how you hang out, this is the game that we're playing today. We're not playing fast annoying horse, we're playing, so like it's a very the whole entire point of this whole spiel was that you're riding like a very like open, like inviting kind of animal, like an animal that's supposed to like symbolically show like you're becoming part of the family, is actually
Yeah.
what I was trying to get at.
Exactly. Cool.
Yeah, that
So I think
just
that's my
took
part.
I don't know, that just took forever for me to explain.
No.
But
Well, it started with me diverting out into the donkey symbolism thing, and then
Yeah.
it just, yeah,
is the donkey played by Eddie Murphy?
yeah.
Okay. It's Paul's turn.
And Honore is
Oh god.
incapacitated.
All right. Well, I got boop a Joker.
So it's a face card.
Ooh.
I assume that's your choice, whatever you want.
Really?
I mean, in terms of suit, yeah. Joker's come up for Olivier, but
Yeah.
not for anyone else. And there's nothing in the rules that say anything about Jokers, except I assume they get treated like a face card, so they're value 11, but they don't give you anything about what they give
Anything
you.
special? But it can be hard or non-hard.
Correct.
All right. So, I think we just see Honore like like leading them. Like through the Spanish mountains, over like
The Pyrenees.
tiny trails, and sometimes like
Yeah.
no trails at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Pyrenees. That's right. And like he knows these mountains. He knows like wherever they go, like he knows where he is and where they need to go.
This is part of your family's estate, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why. So like they get to like the grandiose vista. Like Honore takes him there. No problem. They get to like the vista where they look out over like the town that's like adjacent to the manor, like where they have to
Yeah.
go for like
Yeah.
buying stuff.
Exactly. I mean,
But
it's like
yeah,
yeah.
it's like very
And
picturesque.
but when you say adjacent, it's like it's pretty far away,
Yeah.
right? But like it's the closest civilization. Yeah.
It's like it's still like 3-4 miles.
Yeah. Like you're remote. Like I imagine this estate is remote.
Yeah.
It's the Hogwarts of.
I imagine the only thing that's really slowing us down is, like, at first, Manuel is just, like, kneeling his head down just to eat grass. And Gonsalvo's like, how do I make it keep going? Because you guys are, like, still going,
Yeah.
like, ahead just a little bit. And I'm like, how do I make it keep going? I don't know how to. It's
awesome. But I don't think it matters that much, like how long they're actually gone. And
exactly.
like
Yeah.
they get there, and Honore is like, isn't this almost the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? Or actually, I guess he just asked, "Isn't this the most beautiful thing you've ever seen?" Because it's like, it's still like kind of wet and glistening, and like the sun shining. Like
Yeah, it's a beautiful
exactly.
mid-morning vista looking out
Yeah.
over the Spanish countryside.
So he's like, isn't this the most beautiful
There's absolutely windmills. There's
you've ever
absolutely
seen?
windmills.
And then he's not looking at it at all. He's staring at Gonsalvo while he's saying this.
I so badly want to make a Don Quixote.
That's good. That's good because I have to pass because I can't I can't
Nice.
actually do it. So
Well, you can describe something about the scene
yep.
while you discard.
Okay. Olivier's horse is skittish. Like it goes, it starts to be like it doesn't try to knock him off or anything like that, but it does like that anxious kind of like stepping back and forth like no, and like does the and it's like yo easy,
and stuff.
yeah, like a like what's spooking you, and that's it.
All right.
An ominous portent.
Okay, I still have cards I can play. I can play a king, and
Sorry to hear that.
I think Gonsalvo. I think this will be pretty short. I think Gonsalvo is just absorbing the Spanish countryside and like the slow rotation of the windmills. And there's like probably this wind like whipping about that's like making them move rather slowly, but the wind feels pretty fast.
Oh, wow.
I think the entire scene with the sun and the wind and the peace of the countryside is kind of throwing out a lot of the worries he's having about Maria and the nightmare he had the first night he stayed there and things like that.
Is Honore doing any of that to you too?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm with him. So that's helping as well.
You feel safe with Honore?
Yeah.
Nice.
He's probably
Do you
giving
say
the
that?
foundation for the like spiritual cleansing that's happening.
Okay. Oh, I'm curious. Do you say that out loud that you're safe? You feel safe?
I think he does.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
Like probably could we just stay here forever or something like that.
Oh God.
Oh.
Yes. We just build another villa next to this other villa.
Uh-huh.
I heard you like villas.
All right. I can't really play anymore. I don't know how you guys are.
I have to pass.
So I think the scene can kind of end there with them looking
with the tension.
with the tension. They're growing together.
Ooh.
But we really need to get rid of this threat, Jeepus. Like, I'm happy Maria wasn't in the last scene, because, like, things could have gone bad.
Yes, they could have. Okay. So I'm going to trash my cards. Because we can't do another
I gotta
scene.
do that too.
Let me just grab the 4 ones, take them, recall all the cards on the table, shuffle, and then I throw the aces back, and then we deal. Okay. My hand's not the best.
All right.
Okay. So it starts with Gonsalvo. So we just had that. I feel like that last thing of like saying how about the world is like the last panel of volume 1 or like issue 1 of the comic.
Yeah, I like it.
That definitely feels right.
Yeah, I think so too. So I feel like stealing a scene idea from the book.
It's good. There's some really good ones.
Of the list, a trip into town with Maria is not the one I am looking for.
Oh, why not? Pray do tell. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think since we've had kind of like a reaction scene, I think we need to have a scene where we put on some pressure. So yeah, let's do a trip into town with Maria. We're going to the market that we saw on our trek out.
Oh, okay.
Because I mean, we need more food.
So you have a heart scene, right? So you can play whatever you can behave in any way you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
What would you like to do?
I'd like Gonsalvo to have a talk with Maria about what's going on. And since he's going to act like Honore, I feel like it'll be a little bit more productive. And I feel like Maria in this situation...
You're going to confront me?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And stealing ideas from Honore, I'm going to like do this in a way where you can't just like slippery...
Oh yeah, I'm an eel. I'm an eel person. I'm half eel. I'm a were eel. I'm
nice.
Absolutely. So how do you corner me? Where does this scene take place?
I think this part, like this is before like the meat of the scene, but I'm going to like make sure you can't get out of this by like having you stand in a part of the porch which is absolutely useless that you can't do like any menial tasks on.
Okay.
It's just for sitting.
Sure.
So you can't like
there's like a swing or something on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you have me cornered there.
I'm going to like.
So you're going to confront me about what's going on.
Yeah.
So,
the how is something that's escaping me a little bit.
Well, you should be decisive, like honorable.
Yeah, exactly.
You could just say, "I decisively say what's going on," right?
Yeah, that's probably just what.
Don't sweat it.
I think I'm gonna try to. I don't think I'm going to like boss her around like Honore has authority to do. I could do that.
Yeah, you play the heart, man. You can do whatever you want.
But I think I'm going to do what Honore has already done. And I'm going to kind of make peace with her by having kind of like a docile sort of conversation.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try to kind of befriend her a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah.
So less confronting and more just an honest exchange of dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what do you do?
I'm trying to use
Tell me what you're asking me. I totally get. So I mean, so you're not going to confront
Yeah.
me about like what I'm thinking or anything like that. So you're going to ask me another series or type of question or line of inquiry into
Yeah,
something.
I'm gonna sit on the swing with
Maybe it's
you
about my
and
backstory or like something like
yeah,
that.
I wanted to ask that earlier on too. So I think I'm gonna ask you.
I hope you don't mind if I'm just like feeding you things.
Yeah, but you're reminding me of things that I already thought.
Okay, okay, yeah.
So
I don't.
you're doing good. Like, there's never anything wrong with like
Yeah.
just blurting out stuff. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna connect to her on asking her how she got to the villa way back when for her. And B, I'm gonna kind of have a talk with her that's kind of like, must be nice to have another person your age around in the house, right?
Okay, so let's start with the first question. I don't think she's particularly chipper
Mhm.
about you asking that. Um, I think she might actually say something like, "It's very dark and full of regret. Are you sure you want to hear that story?"
I'm not gonna respond to the second part of the clause, but I'm just gonna be like, hey, mine was pretty dark as well. Don't really have parents or anything like that.
Likewise, is all she says. And what was your
And
second
I give her
question?
a
I mean,
smile.
not this isn't her. I forgot what was your other question you were asking?
Well, I'm gonna add on to it now that
Okay.
she responded the way she did.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna broaden that out to must be nice to have someone you can relate to.
Too. To be honest, I haven't. It's I've never had to. How do you say? Um, relate to anyone really other than Olivier and Honore. They're so nice gentlemen here. To tell you the truth, I never thought I needed or wanted anyone my age. But
Mhm.
who knows? You've been here for such a short while. Who knows what the fates have in store for us? Or I guess she would probably say what the Lord has in store for us because she's Catholic or whatever.
Yeah, probably I am too.
Probably less Athenian and more. So
Totally.
By Poseidon's beard.
yeah. So so she's like
Yeah.
so as in effect that I don't trust you, but she's trying to be like she realizes maybe she's being a little hard and being like, well, I don't trust you, but maybe we can work out in the future.
Hmm.
Is basically what she's saying.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah,
Right.
we you should have
So
saw. I think maybe all I say is unless you want to add something to the end of that scene. I have an idea for the end of the scene. Is like you should have saw the you should have saw Honore's face when he got the news in the paper about the town your family's from. Bastille or I don't know, Castellon. I don't I don't know Spanish cities other than
Yeah,
Madrid.
exactly.
Madrid and Barcelona are the only two ones I know.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Yeah, sure.
small town
Yeah.
Spain.
Yeah, I'm just talking about like the something about the war and the small town in Spain and how Honore. You should have saw the look on Honore's face when he heard about that. He looked devastated. Basically, I'm giving you a little
Yeah.
bit of an insight into Honore's thinking before you came here,
Exactly.
and maybe why he sought you out or something. No, actually, no. It just confirms what you already kind of knew that like he sought you out and he felt bad about it. But
Hmm. Totally.
so yep. That's unless you have something else.
I don't have much else.
Okay. Paul.
All right.
Got a couple more scenes, and then we'll go to our last break?
Sure. Let me be. Whoop. Do this one. So we take the car to the little town. Where we're riding, and he's giving Honore is giving like so some things that the household needs to you guys. Like, you guys probably have your own list because you guys know like way better what's going on, like Maria and Olivier.
Yeah.
Probably know better what they need, but Honore is like giving you guys extra stuff to do. Maybe you pick up on it a little bit as Maria. But it's like giving you guys extra stuff to do, and then like planning of like, all right, I'm gonna go show you the church, and then maybe we can have lunch at that
A little
guy's
cafe that
friend. And like kind of making plans so I will have time with Gonsalvo while we're in the car right there.
Cool. All right.
And that's it.
Yep, I know what I'm gonna do. Once again, Olivier. I think when he's getting ready, I think he has a little bit of a premonition, and he's like, "I have a bad feeling about this trip to town." That's all.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Something's not right.
Okay, I'm gonna play a Jack of Hearts.
Ooh.
Power card. Keep forgetting how to close that window so that I can move it into position. Okay, so Honore and Gonsalvo are together, and Olivier and Maria are elsewhere.
Sure.
Okay.
Are we all in one car?
Well, we're in the car, but we've arrived at town, and you guys are doing your.
Oh yeah, and then we split off and did something. Yeah. Okay.
So you're about town somewhere, but we're trying to go somewhere else now, away from you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I'm gonna be like, I think Maria and I are gonna be better friends. Maybe give it a couple of weeks.
Honore is like, well, I'm happy to hear that. It's nice when people get along.
I thought that this had to be my penance for going up in status.
Honore
To such a nice home.
doesn't get that statement. It's like, what do you mean? Penance? You did nothing wrong.
And then I think Gonsalvo is sort of confused.
Maybe Honore
He's
says it
accepting-
like it's not you that did something wrong, as if like, well, but someone else did. Leaves that kind of hanging there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Gonsalvo picks up on it, but
Yeah, I think Gonsalvo just has kind of like this streak of Catholic guilt that's enforced by the fact that his parents were taken away and stuff like that.
Yeah. This was the Jack, right? So are you gonna do your?
Yeah, I am. And it's a heart as well. I think I'm going to say, like, God's really blessed me with all of you. and then I'm going to reach from my passenger seat in the car, and I'm going to lunge over at Honore, and I'm going to wrap my hands around like his stomach and just kind of like
Hug.
yeah,
Embrace. Yeah.
yeah.
Ooh.
And then I'm just gonna be like, I don't want to say anything more.
Okay. I don't see
the devil might hear those words, and I think he quirks his head a little bit just to continue the sentence, and he doesn't out loud.
I don't see that reducing any threat, but nothing said you had to.
Yeah.
That's nice.
All right.
My card.
My turn then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God, I'm having such a good time in this game.
Yeah.
All right, dude. We're going for it.
Yes.
The king is my moment of passion card. And I mean, I think it's just a beautiful panel of Honore Honore is gonna try to make out with Gonsalvo
Yes, I accept.
in the back of the car. There we go. All right. So they're making out in the back of the car.
We did it!
Like a rainy Spanish town.
We did it, Reddit.
We're making out. Hot guys are making out. We did it. We did it. Oh my god. Well, obviously we're going to have to go to a break on that giant scene. Right?
There we go.
So consent. Yes. Awesome. Okay. So, thank you guys so much. Give us another like 8 minutes or so. Go fill up your water, make yourself another cup of tea, do what you got to do, and we'll see you back for more Hot Guys Making Out.